Good evening, guys. 12 2. Hello.
Good evening po.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, let's have our system check first. May I ask if you can hear me clearly? Is my audio clear? Can you give me what like reaction if you can hear me? Okay, great. Thank you, Lian. What about the others? Okay, Christine, Aliyah, thank you. Okay, how about heart react if you can, or heart react if you can see my screen? The screen I'm sharing. Do you see this office or yeah, office like environment here? Okay, great. Thank you for the heart reaction. By the way, I made it live, so on YouTube it's unlisted. Don't worry. Okay, I will leave in the chat the streaming link. So in case you'll get disconnected, you may go to the YouTube link. However, you will experience a 20-second delay. Right? For that's definitely the setting of Zoom. At the same time, once we are now already on the part of the group activity, I hope you can still re-enter the Zoom meeting. Okay, let's start with a prayer. Christine, would you like to lead us in prayer? Thank you. You may unmute. You there? You may unmute, Christine.
Ma'am, sino pong Christine?
Sorry, Christine Dayan. Christine Dayan Baruga.
Good evening po, ma'am.
Good evening. Let's pray.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you po for giving us this day for another morning. And guide us po sa lessons for today. Sana po mga hindi po natin. Yun lang po. Thank you po. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, in Jesus' name. Thank you, Dayan, for leading us in prayer. Yes, we pray for wisdom, understanding, and excuse me, and knowledge. Right, as we have this, I assume, of course, this is your last class as well as mine. Okay, so let's have our screenshot for a while. Yes, yeah. For now, please turn on your videos for our screenshot. We have two panels. We are 28. Wow, we are 28. Or is that 29? Or 28 in the room. Okay, one, two. I will count in 3 seconds. Erica, Sir Mac, Christine, please turn on your videos. Okay. One, two, three, smile. Okay, next slide. One, two, three, smile. Okay, that will do. Thank you so much for your participation in our usual class picture. Now, let me ask, how are you feeling today? So, there's a question here in the frame right here on the left corner on the screen. So, can you type in the chat again one word feeling that you're feeling right now? May that be your what? You feel hungry? I hope you had your early dinner if you didn't have class before this, or at least what bread beside you if you haven't taken your dinner. Okay, please leave a one word feeling in the chat so we can address that. Are you feeling sick today? Suffering from headache? Are you tired? Physically, mentally, emotionally? So you may type there in the chat. I will wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, someone says she feels anxious. Okay, there are so many factors that can make you feel that way. You're tired, sleepy. Okay, sleepy, empty. Oh, that is sad. Okay, you feel empty and hungry, tired, exhausted, hungry. Okay, so I hope you have at least a biscuit beside you, and of course your water or your tumbler beside you. Mhm. Okay, you may eat. It's fine. You may eat. For we have one who is sick. We pray for your healing and comfort. Monica is sick. If you can't really, I mean, if you don't really feel well, you may leave the room. It's fine. Right? Say health first before anything else. Okay, if you need to take rest, I will understand. Some okay, one still feels nervous after all the meetings. That's understandable, right? I don't know, but that seems so natural, I think, especially if you are in a Zoom meeting, right? Even though we already had a lot of meetings, right? Synchronous video conferences, it's inevitable to feel nervous at times. Okay, so but the others, okay. So let's try our best, okay, to at least what to wake ourselves up, especially it's evening, it's our last class or your last class as well. Okay, thank you so much for sharing what you feel. All right, of course, I empathize with all of you. Every any concern will be okay, accommodated and considered. Okay, so let's start with a game. Are you Of course, you're familiar, but are you fond of word search, puzzle, or activity? Maybe you've bought one book of word search before, right? In my case, I remember buying word search for my Lola, and now I think she finished all the books of word search, and now she loves wordscapes. So aside from playing Jewel, it's like Jewel Quest, like the Jewel Saga, she loves word search. So let's start playing. So as fast as possible, type any word in the chat. I will be reading your answers. You type any word in the chat that you can find from this word search. Okay, and definitely these words have something to do with not only the topic but definitely the entire course. You may start typing now. Okay, we have answers. Okay, wow, great. I like that. You got success. Okay, we have success for S. Correct. What else? Let me check for clock. Yes, clock is here. Correct. Wow, that is fast. Okay, we have staff. Let me check. Yes, we have staff. What else? File. Let me check for file. Yes, file is here. What else? Pay. Do we have pay? Correct. Pay. Cell. Cell is here. Correct. Clock is given. Okay. Oh, is it given? Sorry. Yeah, clock is here. Staff is here. Profit. Let me check profit. Correct. Profits. You may add S there. Yeah. Profit, profits. Correct. What else? Mhm. Memo. We have memo. Correct. Memo. What else? We have two more for M. Okay. Phone. We have phone. Correct. Okay. Produce. Correct. Produce or produce. It depends on how you want to use it. Warehouse. Correct. It's only one word. Correct. Warehouse. Wow. Okay. Printer. Let me check. Yes, printer. Wage. Okay, we have wage, of course. Next, manager. Let me check manager. Okay, manager is here. Okay, we already had the staff. How about the others? We have loose here. We don't have loose, but we only have one word for L. Memo is given. Yeah, memo is here. Meet, you may add ing there. Meeting is there. Correct. Web. Web is not here, but it's there, but it's not part of the category. So you already got two for the W, wage and warehouse. You got success and staff and sell. You have other words from S. We already have that. What else? For B, we have 8 words. For letter B, 8. We have 8 entries. Any guess? From B, boss. Correct. It's here. What else? Boss. Think about wage. Okay. Fit. Let me check fit. Oh, it's not here. Sorry. Book. Is book here? No, book is also not here. Build. Let me check. Yeah, building is here. Building. Pay. Let me check for pay. Yes, pay is here, of course. Lose is not here. Again, there's only one word for L here. It's usually the break time. It's considered. What's that? Said. That's a verb, a past tense. There's no said here. Building. Yeah, you got it. There's building. What else? For letter T, there is one for T. There's more for S. Lunch, correct. That's one letter L word there. Lunch. Okay, let's check for fine. It's not fine here. Tie. Not tie here. There's only one for T. Lot. Do we have lot? No, we don't have lot. What else? We have more for B, C, and D, and E, and for M. Clock is given. LCC. You may zoom in if you're using what, a mobile phone. Food. Okay, let us check. Food. Oh, food's not here. But we have two words for F. Tea. Okay, spill the tea. No, we don't have that. There's only one word for tea here in this category. But for B, we have more words for fat. No, you may think of the category that we've been considering. So you may buy. Correct. Buy is here. Okay, that's correct. Commute. We have commuter. Yeah, commuter. Commuter, computer. Correct. Those two are here. Commuter, computer. Okay, you're getting it. Else. Okay, we have more. For S, we still have one, two, three that you haven't mentioned. We have R. They're relevant to what we did last time. There's only one R there. Can you find it? Savage. There's no savage on this category. Correct. Resume. That's great, Aliyah. What else? Yeah, resume is there. For B, you mentioned bonus, building. Did I say bonus? Sorry. Did you haven't gotten that? But yeah, there's bonus, there's boss, there's building, buy. What else? You have more for C, the one you drink in this place of category. Book. Do we have book for B? And no, we don't have book for this category. Notebook. Maybe you see notebook. Notebook is here. What else? Coffee. Correct. Coffee is here. Okay, we have coffee, computer, computer. But for D, not in this category. For sun, bag. No, not included in the category. How about for D? What do you call the table in this category? Desk. Correct, Liam. Desk. Yeah, desk. Correct. You found it. What else? Okay, for E. How about for E? I think you haven't what found any. That's right. For letter E, yeah. How about the others? File is here. Yes, I think that's given. Okay, so for B we have bonus, right? Boss, briefcase. Can you find briefcase? Okay, budget, building, just like what just said. Business, busy, buy. Okay, those are for B. And for C, we have calls, chair, check, clock. You got that. Coffee. Okay, computer. You got them. A contract is there as well. Copier. For D, we have, just like we just said, desk. A deadline is there. Decision. Okay, delivery. Done. For E, any guess for E? I mean, can you find words that start with letter E relevant to this category? Mhm. Anyone who can find it? Letter E. We have three entries for E. So you got success here, clock, correct. Pay is here. How about for E? Mm, okay, ebook. Okay, but not in this category. Thank you, Pat, for that. We have for E. We have employee. We have employee there. What else? Envelope is there as well. Envelope. We also have what? Executive. For F, you got the file. How about factory? Did you find factory? Okay. Yeah. How about interview? Okay. We also have lunch. You got it. You got the lunch. Manager, you got it also. Meeting, memo, notebook, office, pay, a phone, printer, or produce profits, resume, salary, sell, service, staff, store, stress, success, typing, that's the T, typing, wage, and warehouse. So, can you give yourself a wow clap for finding these words? Okay, it's some sort of a brain exercise that we have. How about an analysis from one of you? Okay, given all these words, what category do they fall under? Anyone would like to speak for the class? Okay, let me call Aliyah. What have you noticed? What's the category for this? What have you noticed with the words?
About po sa workplace, ganun po sa anything about ano ba yun? So yan po sa work office.
Correct, correct. And I didn't realize you already typed in your answer. Very good, Aliyah. So, yes, workplace, office, work, literally, right? The work. Okay, so again, it's not only limited, right, to this topic for tonight, but definitely for our entire course. So, today's discussion will focus on the nature of business or the company, right, or agency, or no matter how you want to call it, description of the products or services, target clientele or clients, organizational structure or the organizational chart, if you're more familiar with that term, and company rules and regulations. So tonight, you will be able to appreciate management processes by observing, identifying, and describing the following: nature of business, description of the products or services, a target clientele, organizational structure, company rules and regulations. You will also write a description and profile of your dream work immersion, or should we say just a company, because you will not anymore be doing right the work immersion outside. Okay, another is you will attach or draw the organizational chart of the office or establishment company you have chosen for work immersion, or even your target or dream company in the future. You will also describe briefly the company's rules and regulations. So let's start appreciating management processes. So in today's discussion, I will tour you around the company's facade and interior in a connotative way. Right? Not literally, I will tour you around your company, but at least the facade or the about, right, page of your company. So you will learn about the company's nature, processes, organizational structure, policies, right, that are essential and vital for an applicant to be aware of once he has become part of the business. And normally, that's a basic question during job interview. Okay? With asking the applicant, how did you learn about our company? So make sure you know something about the company. You need to be aware of these things. So let's start by showing you a sample company profile. If you can recall, the one I use, okay, as an example for resume, is also relevant to this, okay, because the person, right? I mean, it's named Angela. That's her profile and resume, and she targeted Tanay, right, or yeah, Tanay municipality as her place of work immersion. So in this case, right, I use Tanay. Sorry. Okay. It's fine. You may zoom it in. It's just the connection that makes the presentation blurred. Okay, because of course it definitely is not blurred on my part. So don't worry. You will also be provided a copy on the Google Classroom. So in this case, I will just read it to you. Okay, so you can simply get this from the website as well. So Tanay is one of the 13 towns, since we focus on Tanay municipality, and one component city that comprise the province of Rizal. So it has a total population of 94,460 inhabitants. The town's major sources of income are fishing, agriculture, and local commerce. It is becoming an extension of Manila's urbanization, along with the city of Antipolo, towns of Cainta, Angono, Taytay, and Binangonan. The proposed barangay to be named Madilay-Dilay is located at the town's boundary with Santa Maria, Laguna. It was already even preceded by the erection of equally important structures such as the new Bureau of Jail Management and Penology Building, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority building. So there's even TESDA building. It envisions its municipality, as you can see, vision is here, its municipality as a contemporary, safe, and disaster resilient tourism haven with the diversified and highly competitive economy, a well protected and green environment, a leader in good governance with God centered and socially responsive citizenry. While its mission is to deliver excellent public service, ensure peaceful and disaster resilient environments, and create business opportunities. And if you will dig deeper, research more about the municipality of Tanay, you will realize that they live right to its vision, especially in terms of disaster resilient environment and in terms of providing business opportunities, not only in in the plaza area or town proper, but definitely in the Sierra Madre, the mountain areas, right? You've heard about Tanay, right? Especially going to Antipolo, the mountains there, Treasure Mountain, Lambingan Hills, and all, right? The mountains that you can do trekking at. So in this case, if you have a target company, just go to their description. How do they describe their company, right? Okay. And to continue, you also can see on their website or even in their profile, right? Their goals and objectives. So you need to also include, you need to know their goals and objectives. Why? Because, right, that will be your guide. If you are applying for a job, you need to know what's the vision, definitely the vision first of your target company, right? How do they see not only the employees, but definitely the clients, right? How are you going to serve best, right? Because these objectives also refer to, right, the purposes, the benefits that your company can give the client. So it depends definitely on your field of specialization. And normally, for example, PUP, right, you can see their information on the about page, just like what I said earlier. So about PUP, you can see their university profile. You just get that and then internalize it, so at least you know. Vision, mission, you also need to be updated, right? Given that we have a new president, so even vision, mission needed to change. They need to change. So make sure you are updated. And the setback of still majority of the websites now, right? Especially if it's not a really well-known company, they neglect, right, to prioritize their website. So there's a need to really double check the information, so at least especially the important people there. So you just need to get vision, mission that already includes the goals and objectives there. Okay, so in this case, right, you have to include profile of your prospect work immersion area company. Take note of the vision. How do they see their company, right? Rendering service to its clients. So for PUP, students are the clients, right? Mission and even community. Mission, what's the mission? What are the objectives rather? And core values are important as well. In the previous example, it's God-centered for Tanay, right? God-centered, you know, uh, municipality. Okay, another that you need to take note of, organizational chart is organizational chart. You need to know the people, right? Especially your superior. You need to know their position so you can address them, right? Why is this so important? Not only that you look at the organizational chart, but let me share with you an awkward experience with this. Okay, when we started our practice teaching, so college practice teaching, we did it. Of course, we didn't know the face, the actual face. We didn't know the face. We didn't search for the face of the principal of that specific school. So it's just, I think, blessing in disguise that instead of looking for the principal, okay, we looked for the principal's office. And why is it not awkward on her part? Because she's the principal. We asked the principal, where is the principal's office? So I think we saved ourselves in that part, and then we were shocked when, because she's not in uniform and she's wearing slippers that time. So we didn't realize that she's the principal of the school. And it's just a good thing that we asked for the principal's office, its location, instead of looking for the principal. Because when we entered the principal's office, we saw her. She's the principal. So it's on her part, it's awkward. On her part, she didn't realize it, of course. Or maybe she did, right? But yeah, it's important. So why? Because maybe you already, what, you already crossed roads, right? You already crossed paths with the president of your company. You don't know, right? And usually the higher ups, right, don't normally just roam around, right, the vicinity of the company. That's why you need to search for it. So in the organizational chart, it's a graphic representation of the structure of an organization from the higher ups down to the rank and file employees. So top management to rank and file employees, showing the relationships of the positions or jobs within it. So this is an example. So this is relevant to the previous company profile. This is the organizational structure of Tanay Water District. Okay. So, company rules and regulation. You have to describe briefly, very briefly, or insert or paste the company rules and regulations. So, as an employee of the company, you have to agree to abide, right, by the company rules and regulations as set forth in the company's employee handbook. It's important that you know what's inside the handbook. Why? Because you might assume, right? You might assume that it's okay, right? It's okay to bring your phone inside, but without realizing it's not okay. It's not allowed, definitely, right? Or is otherwise promulgated. Usually, some company rules and, yeah, regulations are promulgated by law. So it's not only the company's rule, but the nation's law, in regards to, with regard to the protection of their employees. So okay, in this case, it's an example of, it's also in the IM. It's a sample of work immersion training memorandum, internal. So for those who will conduct, right, their work immersion inside, this was the one we used before or last year. So the purpose of this memorandum, there is an orientation of the memorandum. It is set forth a plan for training the student who is enrolled in senior high school PUP as a prerequisite for graduation from the 2 years of the senior high school, in order that maximum learning and job proficiency may be achieved by the student training. So sadly, and yeah, we all feel sad about it that you're not able to experience this because of our situation. And the student, right, agrees to work and study diligently both when receiving work experience, right, and when attending school. So the student also agrees to take advantage of every opportunity to improve in your skill, your knowledge, your personality. That's an important thing. Your character needs uh, to be honed and developed in order to qualify in your chosen occupation. So it is understood that the trainee will observe the same regulation which apply to other employees. So there should be no what, special treatment. Even if you're a student, you need to be treated as an employee, and your employer, agrees to assist, right, the university in giving the student well-rounded training by assigning you to several phases of work stations during the training period. Training sponsors, right, usually supervisors or department heads or senior clerks, whoever would be your superior or supervisor at the moment, may be appointed to direct the students' job training in each of the work assigned. Also, here it says here that the coordinator will assist the employer in carrying out the continuous training of the student. Again, sadly, we don't have this, but these should be signed, okay, by you, the student trainee, by the work immersion coordinator, supposedly that should be me, parent or guardian, of course, because you're still under or below 18, and of course the signature of the employer or any representative from that office. So in this case, yeah, this is supposed to be your experience, and there should be allotted time for you to render service in that specific office. So now let's have an activity. It's very quick. You just have to, I mean, we just discussed about the profile, right? And definitely, you are the best persons to give the most relevant example because that is your target company, right? So in my case, I just provided you a sample. So for our breakout session, you will create a brochure showing the company's profile of your choice. Given that this is a group activity, I would like you to take note that it will be a choice, the choice of all the members. Okay, so okay, in this case, okay, may I ask if you are aware of the field of yeah, different fields of specialization of your classmate? Do you? Okay, it's fine. So in this case, you will just brainstorm about it when you are already on the Canva or the link, okay, that I will provide you. So you have to include, please take a screenshot of this or take note of this. You will include the following. So it's the about or the profile of the company. You also need to get the vision, mission, objectives, core values, and you have to include photos because this is a brochure. Okay, why? Because you might even experience this in the future, right? So at least as early as now, right? You know, right? You became familiar with the app, so it will be easier for you to, if and only if you will be assigned to or asked, right? Meaning maybe this is already your job description, but we can tell, right? If in the future they will ask you, ma'am or miss, do you mind making a brochure for our company? So okay. So you also include the photos of the company. You have to search it online. Please get the very best quality. I suggest you type PNG. Okay, you type PNG for best quality of, okay, the pictures. Another, yeah, organizational chart is, okay, is included in company rules and regulations. So all these need to be accomplished tonight. Okay, and you have to choose three representatives to present and explain the content. So one for explaining the content, one for design, and one for the process of your output. Just echo what's your experience. Is it hard brainstorming? Is it hard choosing one? You know, what common denominator kind of company and so on. So the rubric, by the way, okay, these are the criteria. 10% for image quality. It needs to be readable as well. So 10%, 10% for content accuracy, 10% for mechanics or correctness in terms of grammar, spelling, punctuation, okay, capitalization, and so on. And 10% for overall impression, right? Because there is a need for, just by looking at it, it needs to really encourage, right, the clients to be part, not only clients but even prospect employees in the future. So I have here, I will provide you Canva links. So this is my account, so I set the link for sharing so you may edit it. So again, Canva has, ready-made templates for you. It's easy, right? You may just add text, add pictures, and create, choose the best default template for your target company. But first, again, for all the members, you need to agree that that will be your chosen company. Okay, so for may I ask if we have members of the correspondence team here? You might ask, ma'am, how about the correspondence team? If you're already here, you may join them, and that will already be your output, okay, in the module. So you don't need to do it again once you receive the module. Okay, so I have here, let me divide you now into four. We will have four groups. So since we are 30, it's great that we have four teams. Okay, so usually we call teams in companies, right, instead of groups. So I will divide you into four breakout rooms, and I will assign you automatically. I will give you again 40 minutes, and if that's not enough, I may extend. It depends on your progress. Okay. So we have now, let me check, 8 and 7 members. Let me take screenshot for the members. 2, okay, and 3. Room 3. And 4. Okay, and 4. Okay, so now you may go to the link. So let me copy and paste it on the chat. You will use my Canva app for this, for editing. And it's already there on the brochure template. Okay, let me type in the chat. Please type also in the chat your questions. I'm sorry, it's not complete. Okay, and then for, please screenshot this. And for this, okay, we have for Team C. Wait a minute. Okay, I will paste the link here. Okay, there's a question. Let me check. Ma'am, what about the students na wala po ngayon? It's fine. It depends on how many are they, and they can create a different group. So I may simply ask them to use one link because this can be edited. That's why I asked you to save it as PDF. Okay, so please do not forget to save it as PDF. So at least you have your own copy. And that I will also upload in our Google Classroom. Other questions and concerns? No more? Can you give me wow react if you're ready? Wow shows that even if you're not, we have to be ready. Okay. So please do not forget the parts. Okay, thank you, Lian. How about the others? Ready or not, we will do this. Okay, again, in real time, I can see your progress. Again, if you need my help again, you may ask for help and I can join your breakout room. Okay, I think we're set. Let's start. No more questions? Okay. There is a question. Ano? Jen may ask, Fritz may ask if, what room do you belong to?
Upo.
Two, okay, thank you. Shy may ask, which room do you belong to so I can readmit you there? You may unmute. You are a member of which room? Shy? Team A, okay, thank you. Nadine, may I ask which room do you belong to so I can readmit you there?
Ma'am, group ano po ako? Group Group C po ako. Nawala po kasi yung ano
See,
eh.
okay. It's okay. I will admit you there. See, okay.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready? I mean, are you even through? Please unmute. As you can see, I can see your output here, and to some, I think you're still working on it, but great job, right? For maybe it's your first time, right, to interact with this kind of software, and definitely the visuals are really great. Great choice, right? The visuals, and I assume you're not yet ready to present, so I understand that. And I'm sorry also for adding to your exhaustion tonight, but thank you for participating. So we will just have our presentation of these. If you'd like to interact with the same link, it's fine. But again, make sure that that's your final output. So I will just directly save it because I'm the only one I think who can download it free of charge. Okay, is that okay with you? Let's just have our presentation of this next week, right? Because on Friday, it's the time for the mock job interview for your 10 classmates. So we pray for success, right? On Friday. So this will just be presented on Monday. So thank you so much, and thank you for your understanding and patience. Okay, and yeah, I appreciate your creativity and your choice of companies. You don't want to settle, right? For what low paying job. These are all what high paying jobs, right? Companies. Thank you so much. God bless you all. See you to the 10 people. See you on Friday. Bye.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Bye-bye po.
Bye po.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
po.
Bye po,
Thank
ma'am.
Thank you po,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you po.
Kain na po kayo, ma'am.
Bye-bye po.
Bye-bye po,
Thank
ma'am.
you po.
Bye-bye po.
Thank you. Thank you.
Drink iced coffee.
Okay.
Panic attack.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Please take a rest, okay?
Good night,
Bye-bye,
Dream
ma'am.
Teams.